Welcome back, everybody, to Vampyr. Dork points. Dorkpire. So we just left Aloysius's place, and we are on the bad side now of the Alkanon Club. God, what is the name of it? I can never remember it. Anyway, so we killed him. And the leader of the club didn't like that very much. And now we're right outside, and it says, talk with old Bridget, and wouldn't you know it, she's standing right there. So that's interesting. I don't know if you remember old Bridget from the sewers, but here she is.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Did anyone see you?
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen?
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers. Just as you did.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers?
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her. I like her too.
Well, do we like her? I don't even know if we can trust her. I don't know how
Lady
that,
Ashbury.
There was a little bit of vampire flirting, but apparently he's in love with
going
her
on.
already,
The
this
lady
character.
approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
No time to lose then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Tell her I love her. I don't want to tell her anything.
Tell her I...
Do not, for she has had strength and wisdom for so much longer than you.
I don't know why. I mean, there was definitely some flirting, which kind of got cut out of the last video, unfortunately. But there's a little bit of vampire flirting there. But I don't know why they're insinuating such a strong romance or romantic bond with stay at home. Familiar. Stay at home. Well, here we go. Murder of Aloysius Dawson. Terrible news for London. Ooh, that really did affect the area. We were at stable, and now we are... Okay, how do I... Where's this thing? Merchants. Your actions have impacted the borough's economy. Major event. Your choice concerning the community pillar have been... Oh, he was the pillar. Okay. I still don't know how to give these people medicine, but... Okay, we're coming back to the hospital.
What is this truck?
Oh.
Are the vampire hunters here already?
Which way do I go in? Should I talk to these people? Or should I just go in? Oh. Oh. What's happening?
Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar?
Uh-oh. They took Edgar Swansea.
Looks like he's wounded. I better follow the blood.
Okay, so we took the elevator down. We took the elevator down to here, and yes, it is a trap. Of course it's a trap.
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for what.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster, just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it, just like you are.
You're its progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak! So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
Oh, we're gonna fight.
Ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough.
Crap.
Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father. Close your eyes! This is gonna hurt. The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me.
Okay. Shotgun. Neck. Shit, move.
Show some. I know. It hurts, doesn't it?
You tell me, buddy.
Your poisonous poison.
Ah, shit. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Stupid. Oh shit, they didn't give me my bullets back? God, stupid. Stupid. Okay, so, they restart you in that fight with no bullets and no blood. So I am wandering around the countryside looking for either. So I have to say this real quick. It's really bugging me. So you can't... I just want to make bullets. And for some reason right now, I'm in a boss fight, or I'm heading back into a boss fight, and I can't refill my bullets either. So what is that about, game? Like, why would you make that a thing? It's freaking stupid. Okay, moving on.
Freeman prevails!
I know! It hurts, doesn't it? Style.
Got him, thank God. God. Trophy earned. Bury the hatchet.
We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I was only reborn for a few minutes before you and your men hunted me down like a beast.
You were only reborn for a few minutes, and you'd already taken the life of an innocent woman.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now, for there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
Oh god. Shit, well if we're gonna play it evil, let's play it evil.
That's where you're mistaken.
Or am I just gonna let him live?
What do you mean?
You sacrifice 1,000 XP in the process, you make him a vampire. I wanna kill him! I don't wanna... you sacrifice 1,000 XP in the process. So that, does that get taken off? Where it doesn't explain where that it gets taken off of. I don't want to spare him either, though. Screw it. Let's see what happens.
I'll make you a vampire. I'll make you one of us.
No! Kill me!
Prepare yourself, Hunter. You're about to be hunted, just like me.
No! No!
When I kissed Nicole, I had no idea what I was doing. But now I do. Consider this my kiss of Judas.
Oh, man! Oh! Oh my god! Well, that's pretty evil.
Welcome to the world through the looking glass.
Bitch. Wow. Cool. Okay, science without conscience. I'm back up from the fight. This district is now no longer in good shape either, so my consequences have basically affected every region now, and not in a good way. So I've got 1,000 XP. Okay, so the XP must have been from the fight. They must have taken 1,000 out of it. It must have been 2,610 when you win the fight, and it cost me 1,000 to turn him, I guess, because I have more XP than when I went in. So that's how they do that. Okay, can I refill my frickin' ammo now, you beeholes? Gosh. Okay, reach the Doris Fletcher... Science without conscience. Reach the Doris Fletcher's theater. I gotta go back there again? Shoot. What? Okay, so I finally figured out how to treat people, because if you look at this map here, everybody's sick now all of a sudden. And so what you gotta do, just so you know, and not that I care, I mean, I am kind of hardball playing this, or sloppy playing it, but you walk up to the guy.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Alright. And do medical checkup.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Yes, indeed. But don't worry, I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself.
Okay, give medicine.
I have no doubt about it, but you are still ill all the same. Please, take this medicine.
I appreciate your concern, Dr. Reed. To be honest, I just did not take the time to diagnose myself.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on, don't be ridiculous, dear colleague.
Okay, so
Goodbye,
that
Dr. Tippett.
is it for him. Let's see if he's healthy now. Yep, he's good. So everybody here is sick, and that's probably part of the reason that the status of this, well, also I just turned that guy into a vampire. That probably doesn't help. But I'm gonna go around here and heal. But yeah, it's
Good evening, Milton.
I don't know why
Good
they
evening,
don't
Doctor.
tell you.
Still trying to save lives?
They don't tell you
Do you
any of
need
this
any
stuff.
medical help, Milk?
So that's how you heal, and that's what it does. There we go. God, I'm gonna have to play this game all over again just to do it right. But I mean, really, come on, you can have one of those detailed tutorials. I know that sometimes I know that sometimes in certain games they're a pain, but you know, little by little, like chapter by chapter, give us a little bit of a rundown of things, so we can do new things. I don't know, certain games do that real well. This game just kind of throws you in the deep end. For a lot of okay, so here you go. I slept, and all of a sudden the health status went all the way up to healthy in this district. So check that out. That's pretty cool. Okay, now we gotta go save Swansea. I've been digging around too much. Are you gonna give me bullets now? Yay! I want them. Still not sure how this works. Anyway, moving on. I have found that this new knife that I have, instead of the stake, actually gets blood. So, if I use it, my blood meter goes up. Just so you know. Oh, son of a butt. Oh, jeez. Alright, we are back in the theater, as I like to say. Theater. And we are looking for Dr. Swansea. God, everybody's names in this game. Okay. So he must be behind this door?
It's locked.
Okay, what am I looking for here?
I cannot enter.
Oh, here we go.
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
It's too quiet. I don't like it.
William Marshall's memoirs. The Brotherhood of St. Paul still finally agreed to meet me in London. They proposed to meet inside the new Cathedral of St. Paul.
Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind.
Okay, so this all has something to do with the great William Marshall, but they haven't given us a rundown of his history. I mean, maybe we're supposed to know that from basic history? There he is.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
This music isn't good.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
I put him in a somewhat delicate position when I made him an immortal.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is the Guard of Priwen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt. Look,
Okay.
Why would he deserve...
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
Okay.
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession?
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Do you know where we are?
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And
Oh,
rabies
just
is
spill
not
it,
the
dude.
devil at work.
Come on.
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum.
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my
You
research.
used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Right, I admit it. I boldly ventured into experimental realms, but I've killed no one to appease my thirst for knowledge, Jonathan. I'm no murderer.
I never asked to become what I am, Edgar. You chose to conduct your rogue experiments.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
What do I want to do? They're all kind of evil here. Sacrifice 3,000 XP in the process. God, what do I want to do? What do I do? What do I do? Let him die, embrace him, or turn him. God, I don't know. Alright, let's make a little vampire army. What the hell? Let's be evil.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
Evil!
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Enough!
I don't know if this is a good idea or not. He's a little too eager here. This is all a bad idea. Bad, 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 Rom. Bad idea. Okay, what's gonna happen? Trophy earned. The Dying Swan Sub. Chapter 6. Patient 0. Prepare to fight the disaster. Talk to Lady Ashbury. Okay. Wow. Okay, where do we go? Looks like this is the right way.
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Crush the leech, boys!
You can't find me.
It's a leech!
Yeah, strong and powerful now. My XP's gone down. Maybe I should pick a few fights just because my XP is so low. That didn't affect my XP at all. Oh, it did, I guess. Okay.
Step away, sir.
You're mine,
More people to fight, might as well fight them.
Crush the leech, boys!
That's really all the XP. Well, maybe you get more if you feed off of them. All right, time to talk to Lady Ashby. Ah, crap. All right, here we go. Okay, where are we? Here we are.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skal epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar's behavior was beyond lunacy. He had neither the discipline, knowledge, nor the proper facilities to conduct blood experiments.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh, God.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
Huh. Okay, what do we do now? Gather the ingredients for the antidote. Gain a drop of William Marshall's blood from Ward Redgrave. Oh, great. Obtain a drop of King Arthur's blood from Geoffrey McCullum. Search for insulin in the old morgue of the Pembroke Hospital. Holy crap, this is quite the undertaking. Alright, I'm gonna take a break for now. Boop boop. Ascalon Club, they still have not cleaned up the bodies in
persona
here.
non grata in the Ascalon Club. If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I'll have to improvise.
Improvise? What does that mean?
Good
Here
evening,
we go.
Lord Redgrave.
What are you doing here, traitor? I shall smite you for this audacity.
I'm not here to bicker, Lord Redgrave. I can put an end to this epidemic, but I need your assistance to do so.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
This is more important than the club, you or me. This is London's last hope.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
If you manage to save this city, you'll prove yourself a veritable servant of the crown. So Godspeed, Dr. Reed. Our fate lies wholly in your hands.
Godspeed, Dr. Reed. Alright. Cool. So that was not as hard as I thought it would be. Oh. Uh-oh. I took a wrong turn. I'm in the basement. No, there's nothing in there. It's just a empty, normal vampire basement. Just your average vampire basement. Yeah, just clean and well kept.
Women die too in this war.
Okay, now we are in the morgue, and we are going after the second ingredient. This is the one thing about this game that gets real old. Yeah, just collecting and walking around, and it's... I'm gonna try the top floor now, it's not gonna be on there. Alright, it's not through this door. Okay. Found codeine. We could just make this a little more interesting now. Oh, here's a new room. Here we go.
There it is. Insulin.
Yes.
Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis. And much
Insulin.
less dangerous for me. Thank
All
you,
right.
Dr. Polescu.
So we went through all of Chapter 5 there, got to Chapter 6, and now we've obtained 2 of the 3 ingredients we need. I presume after we gather the third, there's going to be a big cinematic and a boss fight. So we are going to end it here for tonight. Dork points fully earned. Good night, everybody. Happy Halloween. Bye-bye.